And this week, we're not focusing on cooler temperatures outside, but the importance of airflow inside our vehicles. For that, here's Jim Champion, the auto guy.
A leaf blower gives you a pretty good idea of the power of airflow. Today we're going to talk about airflow as it relates to your vehicle, both inside and out. We'll start with airflow and your engine temperature. Antifreeze inside your engine needs to flow out here to the radiator in the front, and then as that antifreeze flows through the radiator, air goes through the radiator itself and then disperses all of that heat out into the atmosphere, and the antifreeze returns to the engine to start all over again. So the airflow going through this area is very important. When you're out on the interstate, there's plenty of ram air going through here to keep things cooled down, but when you're in town in stop and go traffic, there's no air really going through here. That's where the cooling fans inside come into play. Cooling fans can be located on the inside or outside of the radiator, or they might be attached directly to the engine. These fans draw a tremendous amount of air through the radiator to disperse the heat into the outside air and keep the engine cool. Any problem with the cooling fans or debris blocking the radiator will reduce airflow and can cause the engine to overheat. Of course, you know your vehicle needs gas in order to run, but did you know for every gallon of gas that you use, your engine needs thousands of gallons of air in order to run properly? And all of that air has to go through this, your air filter. Air filters trap all kinds of contaminants, and once they get dirty, air can't flow into the engine anymore like it should. When that happens, the engine will not run efficiently, and fuel mileage and performance will suffer. You need fresh airflow in order for your defroster to work properly. There's a couple areas you need to look at. One's under the hood. Right along here is usually where the fresh air intake is. You want to get all the leaves and debris cleared out of this area so fresh airflow can come in through here. The other thing to check to keep your defroster airflow moving properly is what's called a cabin air filter. It's located inside the dash. Many times it's just behind the glove box like this. It's kind of like a furnace filter at your house, and if that gets plugged up, the air just can't flow. The good news is this can be a do-it-yourself project, so replace this just like the maintenance schedule tells you to do, and your defroster should be blowing more hot air than I even do. Can you imagine? For Channel 6 News, I'm Jim Champion, the auto guy.
And if you would like to ask Jim Champion a question, you can always send your suggestions directly to his email address, which is jim@charliegraham.com.